That which does not kill us makes us stronger. He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. Without music, life would be a mistake. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. God is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process he does not become a monster. And if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you. You must have chaos within you to give birth to a dancing star. There is always some madness in love, but there is also always some reason in madness. I'm not upset that you lied to me. I'm upset that from now on I can't believe you. In individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule. The man of knowledge must be able not only to love his enemies, but also to hate his friends. No one can construct for you the bridge upon which precisely you must cross the stream of life. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. The surest way to corrupt a youth is to instruct him to hold in higher esteem those who think alike than those who think differently. He who despises himself still respects himself as one who despises. The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die. A casual stroll through the lunatic asylum shows that faith does not prove anything. We should consider every day lost on which we have not danced at least once. In heaven, all the interesting people are missing. There are no facts, only interpretations. The advantage of a bad memory is that one enjoys several times the same good things for the first time. The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. Is man merely a mistake of God's, or God merely a mistake of man? Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions destroyed. The thought of suicide is a great consolation. By means of it, one gets through many a dark night. Become who you are. The true man wants two things: danger and play. Be careful lest in casting out your demon, you exercise the best thing in you. The secret for harvesting from existence the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment is to live dangerously. Silence is worse. All truths that are kept silent become poisonous. I have often laughed at the weaklings who thought themselves good because they had no claws. Nothing on earth consumes a man more quickly than the passion of resentment. To give style to one's character, a great and rare art. Pity is the most agreeable feeling among those who have little pride and no prospects of great conquests. Possessions are generally diminished by possession. From such abysses, from such severe sickness, one must return newborn, having shed one's skin. He who climbs upon the highest mountains laughs at all tragedies, real or imaginary. All truly great thoughts are conceived while walking. A thought, even a possibility, can shatter and transform us. He who cannot obey himself will be commanded. When we are tired, we are attacked by ideas we conquered long ago. The most perfidious way of harming a cause consists of defending it deliberately with faulty arguments. Convictions are more dangerous foes of truth than lies. The demand to be loved is the greatest of all arrogant presumptions. In music, the passions enjoy themselves. The future influences the present just as much as the past. All things are subject to interpretation. Whichever interpretation prevails at a given time is a function of power and not truth. One repays a teacher badly if one always remains nothing but a pupil. Freedom is the will to be responsible to ourselves. The best friend is likely to acquire the best wife, because a good marriage is based on the talent for friendship. Morality is the herd instinct in the individual. Invisible threads are the strongest ties. Man is the cruelest animal. He who obeys does not listen to himself. We love life not because we are used to living, but because we are used to loving. Faith, not wanting to know what the truth is, A good writer possesses not only his own spirit, but also the spirit of his friends. What is great in man is that he is a bridge and not a goal. The higher man is distinguished from the lower by his fearlessness and his readiness to challenge misfortune. There is more wisdom in your body than in your deepest philosophy. Man is something that shall be overcome. A man's maturity consists in having found again the seriousness one had as a child at play. The lonely one offers his hand too quickly to whomever he encounters. Everything the state says is a lie, and everything it has stolen. It is not when truth is dirty, but when it is shallow, that the lover of knowledge is reluctant to step into its waters. He who seeks may easily get lost himself. All isolation is wrong. For the woman, the man is a means. The goal is always the child. A thought comes when it will, not when I will. Love is not consolation, it is light. A politician divides mankind into two classes, tools and enemies. Remorse is like a bite into your soul. Danger alone points us with our true selves. The worst readers are those who behave like plundering troops. They take away a few things they can use dirty and confound the rest, and revile the whole. The belly is the reason why man does not so easily take himself for a god. To recognize untruth as a condition of life, that certainly means resisting accustomed value feelings in a dangerous way. And a philosophy that risks this would by that token alone place itself beyond good and evil. The belly is the reason why man does not so easily take himself for a god. To recognize untruth as a condition of life, that certainly means resisting accustomed value feelings in a dangerous way. Art is the proper task of life. In revenge and in love, woman is more barbarous than man. There is an innocence in admiration. It occurs in one who has not yet realized that they might one day be admired. There are no eternal facts, as there are no absolute truths. A philosopher, a man who constantly experiences, sees, hears, suspects, hopes, dreams extraordinary things. The lie is a condition of life. He who cannot put his thoughts on ice should not enter into the heat of dispute. The worst enemy you can meet will always be yourself. One must pay dearly for immortality. One has to die several times while still alive. What is the seal of liberation? No longer being ashamed in front of oneself. There are people who want to make of life an art and who try to raise themselves higher. In every real man, a child is hidden that wants to play. There is no beautiful surface without a terrible depth. Ultimately, it is the desire, not the desired, that we love. You run ahead. Are you doing so as a shepherd or as an exceptional one? A third possibility would be as a fugitive. The most spiritual human beings, as the strongest, find their happiness where others would find their destruction. Hope, in reality, is the worst of all evils because it prolongs the torments of man. The true man is he who goes through the world with courage and strength and does not ask for pity. To forget one's purpose is the commonest form of stupidity. How little it takes to make us happy. The sound of a bagpipe. Without music, life would be a mistake. The essence of all beautiful art, all great art, is gratitude. Blessed are the forgetful, for they get the better even of their blunders.